This episode is sponsored by Ares Financial Incorporated, an all-in-one trading platform for over 120 countries and the first zero-commission broker in the UK. Click my link in the description to learn more. Welcome back, team, to the Robinhood 3K Challenge. Although the market has been a cruel mistress as of late, I had a couple of good trades in the prior episode. This week, it's time to get back at it and keep up the momentum. Today is Monday, May 16th. By noon, my portfolio has barely moved throughout the day so far. One bright spot is my shares of ET, that's Energy Transfer, some of which I bought last week with my SPY call credit spread gains. Those of you who watched me in the last episode will know that I left a 303 by 305 QQQ call credit spread open with expiration on May 13th. That's last Friday. Although it looked very unlikely that the market would bounce 4% that Friday, I ended up looking like a jackass when QQQ started flirting with my short call. It was touch and go for a minute, but QQQ did decline and finished the day below 303. However, I wasn't able to take max gain because Robinhood closed my spread at about 3 p.m. for $22. By trying to squeeze out that last $4 by not closing on Thursday, I ended up walking away on Friday with only a $29 gain on that spread. I can try blaming Robinhood, but I know Robinhood closes spreads early on expiration. I just thought it was 3:30, not 3 o'clock, so it's mostly my fault. I thought I had more time. I just messed up, and sometimes that happens. But we can't dwell on that. I'll take my $29 gain, make a mental note of the actual closing time, and reinvest those gains as anticipated. I'm really happy with Energy Transfer, and I think this is a perfectly good time to add 3 more shares using the gains from my QQQ spread and the leftover gains from my SPY spread. So I will buy those 3 shares, and that'll bring me up to 29 shares in total. And I'll aim for another one on this episode, and then I'll be done with ET for now. I don't want to overdo it. As for my plan this week, I think we're going to see some support after this heavy decline this month. Let's look at SPY. We know that bear markets have these violent relief rallies, and we might have seen that begin on Friday. We went from 385 to 396 in just a couple of hours, but these rallies tend to burn hot and fast. I was tempted to go full bear mode this week, but I don't want to buy puts just as the market is entering a short-term relief rally. I've been saying for a while on Patreon and Discord that we're probably going to see some support between 400 and 380, but that could also just be very short-lived. Now, so far we've seen that, but these green blips have been sold right off this whole year. So I don't know how long this is going to last. In fact, I really don't know what the market's going to do this week. Are we starting a relief rally, or is this green blip just going to get sold right off again? But implied volatility is really high right now, top 10% highest IV rank on SPY. So I'm going to make a play that IV will decrease this week while I wait for the market to pick a direction. So what I'm going to do is open up an Iron Condor. Let's go over to Trade SPY Options. It's sticking pretty close to that $400 mark. Although I normally want to trade longer term condors like 45 days, this is a pure play that IV will drop, so I'm going to set my expiration for this Friday. My plan is to enter a 30 by 16 Iron Condor, so I'll poke around for that 30 delta call, and that's the 407 strike, so I will sell that for $252, and then I will buy the 16 delta. That'll be 412 strike for $113. Now I'll do the same thing on the put side and sell the 30 delta, that's the 393 strike for $296, and then I'll buy the same $5 wide wing at the 388 strike for $174. This is probably the most aggressive condor I've ever done. It's straight double or nothing expiring in 4 days, and the break-evens are kind of tight. I think people are expecting J-Pow to say something remarkable tomorrow, and that's driving IV up. In reality, he's just talking at an economics festival, not making a Fed rate decision. So once he's done and the market flattens, I expect IV to crush so I can walk out with a profit. I'll sell one contract of this for $256, because I know Robinhood needs its cut or it won't fill. And we're in. This condor has been trending down all day. Inshallah, it'll continue. Let's let it do its work. While we let this condor run, allow me to introduce Ares, the sponsor of this week's video. This zero-commission broker is available in over 120 countries, making it the most wide-reaching of any commission-free service. And for countries like the UK, it is the first and only full-service platform with no commissions to buy or sell. With Ares, the investor gets an all-in-one package. Trade a full suite of stocks and ETFs, full and micro futures, options, and crypto on a single platform. Unlike most commission-free brokers that only allow up to level 3 options, Aries supports option strategies up to level 5, making this the only free broker supporting short strangles and straddles. And with Aries, you control your own crypto positions and can send and receive coins from other wallets. This differs from most brokers like Robinhood, where you can only speculate on price but never send your coins off platform. By the end of May, Aries will also offer interest on select crypto holdings, making it unique among full-service platforms. With an advanced charting library and free real-time options flow and dark pool data, getting on board with Aries offers the best deal available to retail traders like you and me. Don't miss out. Click my link in the description to sign up today. Okay, it's Monday afternoon. Volatility is already coming off a little bit, and honestly, I'm having second thoughts about how tight this spread is. I have a 200 limit order that I'll just cancel, and I'm going to replace it. I'm up already $19, and my goal right now is just to buy another share of ET. I can do that right now. So I'm going to try to get a good fill on this close, buy my share, and then re-enter a wider iron condor tomorrow. I'm going to ask for a 235. And I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to replace again, and then I will raise it by $1. That'll put it at the last price. I've got less than a minute until market close, so I better fill here. I'm about to miss market close. Oh, there it is. The market just closed and no fill, so I guess we're going to ride. All right, today is Wednesday, May 18th. Stocks aren't looking great today, but my account is green because of this iron condor. Today, this condor is up $68, but you can see my overall gain is only $37, and that's because yesterday's huge run into the end of the day actually put me in the red on this trade. Now that SPY is coming off a little bit, this condor is back to where I want it to be. Right now, I think this might actually be a good time to close. My max gain is $256, and I'm only up $39, so that'll lock in 15%. That's generally too early to close a condor, but SPY had a huge run yesterday. Now it's coming off quickly and might even blow out my condor in the other direction. I'm going to play it safe and take this trade off. In fact, I consider this a high-risk play where I just dodged a loss. Now I want to take my $41 gain, buy some shares, and move on to another play. I really want to fill, so I'll just give Robinhood their $1 commission and put the bid at $2.15. And it's not looking like a $1 commission is enough. Since the last price was $2.15, that means you can't trade it for $2.15 on Robinhood. I'll do $2.16 instead and get a $40 gain. Alright, 15 minutes later, I was able to get that fill. My portfolio is showing red because Robinhood is still struggling to correctly adjust for recent trades, but rest assured, I did get that $40 gain. I'm going to stick to my plan and buy my last share of Energy Transfer for about $11.60, and that's going to round me out at 30 shares. I really do like Energy Transfer, but I don't want to completely overdo it, so I'm going to move on to a different stock for now while I build up a larger portfolio. Then I'll return to ET later and buy some more shares. And of course, Robinhood is going to incorrectly adjust my graph. They really do need to work on this glitch because it looks like you lose money every time you spend it, and that just makes me upset. But we'll normalize and get back on track. The only other consideration I'm making is to dump my share of Coinbase. This was purchased with the gains from a Coinbase spread, so it's not like a complete deadweight loss. But I made over $200 on the spread and then bought a share, which means I gave back about $140. I'll ride Coinbase a little longer for now, but I'm really thinking about just taking the L and buying something else. I really want to make another trade this week since I have a lot of buying power just sitting here, and nobody wants to watch me trade one iron condor per week to make $40. But I'll let the market have its day, and I'm going to come back later in the week. Before we begin this chapter, I just want everyone to know that it took some willpower to come back and edit this part of the video. Sometimes we do really dumb shit, but I'm not going to pretend it didn't happen. Alright, let's have at it. My friends, it is Friday, May 20th. I'm not going to lie, I haven't traded today because I've been drinking a little bit. I'm working on the next Dank Trades video. I'm about to make that one after this. It's 2:58 p.m. and I've really wanted to lay on a trade today, and this is about to be my last chance before options get turned off for the whole weekend. So we're seeing a good bounce here, so I'm going to go straight over to UPRO. That's a 3 times leveraged S&P ETF, and I'm opening options, and I'm going to buy a call debit spread. I got about 1 minute until Robinhood turns off buys. So I'm going to buy at the money and sell the next strike out of the money. I don't have time to mess with the price, so I'll just do $20. That's fine. Max gain is 30. It's fine. All right, let's go all in. Day trade warning. Yeah, whatever. Go, go, go. And we are in. All right, let's go UPRO. Let's go UPRO. I'm down 25% so far. But I am not no paper-handed bitch. Don't do me like that, UPRO. All right, market closes in an hour. I'm going to ride this thing to $20, more than double. All right, guys, it's 4 p.m. The market has just closed, and I am absolutely livid right now. Look where UPRO wound up. Why would I be upset? Why are you upset, Mikey? It went all the way up past your long strike, and now you are fully in the money. This is max gain. Well, not so fast, because why don't we go ahead and look at this close that Robinhood assigned me with. So at 2:59 p.m., I just went through that big fight to get a fill, and I got my debit spread, 50 cents wide, at 2:59. And then at 3:03, 4 minutes later, Robinhood closed that spread for me for a $9 loss. Now, we just went through this last week. Now, I can understand Robinhood closing the credit spreads early. You don't want people to wind up short a certain number of shares and not know it until it's too late to execute their own long call. I got it. But what is the point of doing this with a debit spread? Why would it not allow me to do that? So let's say it expires between my strikes. Now I'm expected to buy 100 shares of UPRO. Right, if I don't have the collateral for it, then don't let me execute, if that's how it's going to be. But why would they let me open the spread at 2:59 and then force me to close it at 3:03 with an hour left of the market? Look where 3:03 was. 3:03, we're right here. Okay, we're like right about here. And it's saying, oh, this is too much risk. We can't let you hold it. Right back up, just like I wanted it to be. I should have just freaking bought shares. I should have just bought shares. Now, I mean, yeah, this is a little bit my fault because I know that they close spreads at 3 o'clock. But a debit spread? I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, that was pretty dumb of me. I just got excited. But that's extremely frustrating. And if you look at the last hour, it looks like I did pretty well. So anyway, for the week, we basically did nothing. I'm almost entirely flat for the week. And this $7 loss right here is entirely because of that last minute $9 loss. Could have been a full gain. Could have made 30 bucks. But all right, hey, you win some, you lose some. And sometimes you just do dumb shit. And that's exactly what I did right here. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you next time. I gotta stop doing this spread bullshit. I might even just get off of Robinhood. I don't know. Would you guys hate me if I went over to a better broker? One that is built for adults? We'll see. We'll talk about that later. Let me know in the comments.